god, the saturation on this camera is out of control. I gotta fix it. My lips are aflame. Hi, y'all. My face is on fire. Let me fix it. Holy shit. I was trying to accommodate the background. You know what? It's vivid. Who gives a fuck? We're keeping it. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're having a beautiful time zone wherever thou may art. I art full of chicken wings and tater wedges. And celery and carrots. Whiskey, thank you for the the hydrate recommendation. I needed it. I had hot wings for dins. Oh, man. We got our new fucking little neon signs that you can't really see in this screen. So, you'll see them in the next screen. This OBS is weird. My camera settings in one screen is the same as my camera settings in another screen, and I can't tweak each screen. So that bothers me, you know? But other than that, it's fucking Saturday, y'all. I'm here. It's been a pretty chill day. I was able to get some things done that I haven't been able to get done really this week, just due to just being able to not. You know? Sometimes you just can't. Simply put. And that was me for most of the week. But tonight I've got a little presentation for you from this book. I read straight out of it last time, and y'all still seem to like enjoy it, and it was really interactive. Also, while I'm thinking of it, I have to put captions on. Yeah. What's it called?
I usually just go into my history.
It's not going to be in my history. I feel like a jerk because we have these and they work. I just don't know the website to turn them on.
It's one of those weird ones where it's like...
I just have to go through Twitch.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're fine. It's fine. You're fine. It's fine.
I was going to suggest the other way.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm watching myself stream right now. It's kind of fucked up.
So, go into your video producer and extensions.
Okay. This is super riveting content, by the way. Hey, people are still fucking coming in. It's fine. Yeah, we're back. Which one? This?
That one, yeah. I was gonna say that's why I can't tell you what it is and then authorize it.
It's just a bunch of letters.
Yeah, right. Like I can't remember.
All right, are we here now? We made it. We've got the words. Oh my gosh, Whiskey! You got a win today. A win of what type? First of all, a win is a win.
My money don't jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, for sure.
So congratulations on your win, but also, I did surgery on this pillow. And yeah, you can tell, but hey, it's mine. And I stuffed it. And it's like brand fucking new. It's looking beautiful. My mind is everywhere and nowhere at the same time, you know? Man. The internet today is just... The internet lately is just fucking insufferable. You know what I mean? But it's also beautiful. Oh my gosh! You got tickets to Comic-Con! I love that for you! Unsa. Have fun, be safe. Have fun, be safe. When is that? Is that like in the spring with warm weather? Hopefully? Or next summer? Yeah, I don't know when these things are. We can put this back. Also, my brain is so foggy as far as I feel like it's been forever since I've streamed because Wednesday's stream, an absolute blur, my dude. An absolute blur. it doesn't even feel like I streamed that day. It literally feels like I skipped that day.
Hey, Stinky!
Hey, Stinky! It's Crystal! July whiskey, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Come on, masked up cuties. Let's get some fucking claps in here, bitch. I really hope that's not too loud. But if it is, good.
Suck.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Welcome in, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. This is for you. Thank you. Thank you. That's actually me playing the flute on that recording. I've never played a flute in my life. Not even a recorder. Bitch, I went to elementary school in Southern Appalachia in the 90s and aughts. We were barely served legally real food. We did not have the budget
boom.
for
Oh,
recorders.
art. Did somebody mention art?
Or like paints or anything fucking fun. Like, oh my god, you're just like undusting memories. Okay, so our school was so poor that like the most artsy thing we ever did when we had art class, which was just a woman who was a part-time art teacher at the school whose office was on a rolling cart, and when she was not in that 30 to 45 minute slot teaching art, she was not on the property. Like, she was like a traveling art teacher, but like only within the school. It was fucking weird. But she had us in like 5th or 6th grade take off a shoe and put it on the desk and draw our shoe. And it was really, really stinky in there. But I remember drawing my tennis shoe in excruciating detail, and I remember being really proud of it, but I don't know where it is. And I would love to get my hands on it, but it's probably long disintegrated. I went to that was 20 years ago. Hi, Jess! Welcome in. You're just on time, my friend. Anytime any of y'all show up, it is right on time. And if you're watching on the VOD on YouTube, at youtube.com/atpotatum, hello. I don't care what time you watch it. If you're watching it, I'm glad. And if you're not, that's okay too. I don't understand what the thing is with having kids take their shoes off for a lot of different things. A lot of different things. Like, one time in the fucking school gym, we had a movie afternoon where they projected Lion King 1.5 onto the wall and like had popcorn and pizza, and we got to bring blankets and stuff, and they made us take our shoes off. So it was just so many fucking smells. So many smells. Of course, yes, of course. The boy bully group was whacking each other in the fucking head with their sandals and kicking each other in the nuts. Like, when were they not? When were they fucking not? Oh my god, Crystal. See, Crystal went to school in the South around the same time, so she fucking knows. We had an art teacher one year, and then our school said, no, fuck that. We don't have the extra $30 per year to spare to pay this woman $2 a day. She's like, fine, I'm gonna go work at Michael's. Art stuff like that always reminded me of Katya talking about catching snowflakes on construction paper. Yes, that's God's work, mama. She said, hi. Oh my gosh. PJ and I have binged almost every single season of Drag Race in the past 10.5 months. And holy shit. The vortex of references and moments and quotes that live rent-free in my mind. Like, I replay Runways in my head. I replay the season 9 fucking final lip sync in my head, and the top 4 song, Shea Coulee's verse in particular. And while we're talking about Miss Shea Coulee,
Did she like one of your TikToks?
she did, PJ. Thank you for asking. She did like one of my TikToks.
Shea Coulee like one of your TikToks?
Shea Coulee liked one of my TikToks. It's been months ago at this point. But I do not care. I do not care. Any excuse I can have to bring that up, I will be doing so. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Yeah. She liked one of my just bullshit fucking anti-capitalist rant ones, which made me feel seen because I like filmed it like this, no makeup in the chair, like one take, and posted it. And Shay liked that?
Because it was real.
I love her. Shay Coulee, I know you'll never see this, but that's not the point. I want you to know that I love you, and I hope you had a beautiful fucking day today. And every day of your life. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and shift over to the other screen because I have stuff to show y'all real quick too. So also I was watching back for the chat, the last stream, and this is hilarious. Like I was doing like the little fucking preview showcase whatever on my merch, but I forgot to flip back to the split screen. So I was just talking about everything on the screen like y'all could see it too. And no one noticed or said anything or cared. Like, it's not even that you didn't notice. It's that no one minded. And, like, literally 2 of y'all ordered stuff during that time, which was just so hilariously timed and just fucking so amazing. But I am significantly closer to Earth this evening, so I've got everything correct. Also, if you see this right above me, I added this new thing called Viewer Attack, where you can pay bits to throw things at me. I took out some of the violent ones, including the virus. Whiskey, you were following along. That's what Pidge said. Pidge was like, I bet people were following along because they were like commenting like they were looking at it. So that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. But while we're talking about it, I'm just going to show you just a couple of new additions. We won't do the whole website again. But let me fix this. Now you can see my neons. Well, I'll fix the camera back, but they're still a little bright, like on camera. We got to get a better camera. This is like our starter camera, and I've tweaked the settings as best as I can to accommodate everything. But we've got 2 arms and 2 legs, like falling in a hole, and then of course we got an alien smoking a joint and flipping the bird. Very on brand for both of us. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Wrong letter. Thank you, Jess. Yes, we have a little like wave light projector thing now as well. And it has all these different colors and modes and speeds, and it's just so cool. It's just so cool. And then of course, my fresh out of surgery pillow. He kind of has a little poofy thing happening right here. But we love him no matter what. Okay. Bean, my lovely friend Bean, asked me the other day if/when I was going to add like merch like for the home, like pillows or throws or things besides like wearable shit and mugs. And I told him whenever I finish putting my wearable shit out, which I have since done, thank you, yes, thank you, then I'll start doing pillows and stuff. So I made some pillows with my art on them today, like my paintings. So I want to show you my fucking pillows, okay? Okay? Is that allowed? Because we're doing it. I fucking love this. These come in different sizes too. 3 different sizes. So this one's the 20 inch by 12 inch. Then we've got 2 different squares. This one is the 18 by 18 inch. And then it comes even bigger version. 22 by 22 inch. And if you're a fucking little Sally pillow slut like me, then you'll love that. But I don't just have that one. I have more. This is a painting I did in 2019 called Drop Me Off. And of course, looking at it now, because I've been painting I'm still self-taught. But like, I can tell that I was just starting because I like that is this blue puddle is just so oversaturated. But honestly, I think the effect works for the sky. It's supposed to look really stormy and like chaotic, you know? But bless, she was doing her best. I'd been painting for like 2 months at that point. And then, of course, all my hydrangea pillows, they're in 3 different sizes as well. It's Waba, it's Waba, it's Waba. That's your new song now that I will probably never remember again. Yes, shout Waba out. We love Waba. Oh my gosh, Bean! He just subscribed for 8 monthski-oneskis. Oh my god.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
I love you, Bean. Thank you so much. You're the best. Hi, Doc Croc. Love us some pillows, don't we? Please follow Waba. They're absolutely incredible. Follow and subby wubby. They are a fellow ADHDer who games and does a ton of like streamathons. Friend, I don't know how the fuck you do it. You are a legend for that one. You're iconic for that one, Waba. I've been on Waba's channel a few times talking about shit and just laughing and being silly, you know? And I still need to get on OBS call with you, my friend, so you can help a beginner little tater out. You deserve it. You deserve a weekend off, god damn it. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. Bean, I love you so much. Yes, thank you so much. You're so sweet. And sweet. And sweet and sweet and sweet. And I made pillows because you asked me to. Oh, yeah. So we've got my hydrangea, like I said, 3 different sizes, including 2 square sizes. And then my fucking trippy ass optical illusions on pillows because I'm evil. What in the asthma was that? Okay, so we've got that now, right? But I want to show y'all one more collection that I made with a piece of my art. But I didn't want to just make a pillow or just a scrunchie, so I made like wearable stuff with it. This is one of my watercolors called Pretty Penny. And I put it on shirts and shit, and mugs and whatnot, and stickers and magnets. You know what I mean? Magnets. Oh, my hero. Hi. Oh my gosh. First of all, congrats. Hope you kicked all the ass. And this is new merch. I just made it literally today. I was like thinking about my art collections and stuff, and I was like, wait, I didn't make a penny collection yet. This is one of my first paintings. Thank you, Waba. I sold it. I sold the painting at a little art bazaar for like 30 bucks. Oh man. But I have prints of it and stuff too that I've been selling on Etsy and whatnot. But we have stickers. It's super cute. 1991, of course. The year that one potatum entered the chat. And yeah. And on the back, of course, I put little versions of whatever's on the front. Up top there. And it comes in different colors. So be sure to check, like if you're browsing and you're like, oh, the preview picture for that is like pink, but I wanted navy. Like click into each item because I can almost guarantee that it will be in more than one color. And that's a potatum promise. Okay? I mean it, folks. I mean it. I shit you not. So yes, potatum.com with the number 8 up in the layout that way. Potatum.com, number 8. Oh my gosh, okay. I gotta read what Waba said. Regarding the title, yes. No is a complete sentence, yes. Do you also struggle with shortening making boundaries? Because holy shit, I typed a 5-page APA format with citations essay today. I have Arthur write this in my thumbs now just to say I'm fed up with something and no longer wish to participate. Oh my god. Doc Croc, yes. I try to be as size exclusive as the website will let me. Most of the stuff goes up to a 5X. So I can't remember who recommended it. If it was Mahiro or Guitar Guy who recommended Fan Gamer. They have sizes going up to a 6L. It was a Guitar Guy, yeah. But okay, at any rate, yes. So in my journey with people pleasing, and I'll try to fix this how I fucking had it. Oh. And I hung what was hanging here back there in our little stair landing. There's my little fern, and above it's my little fucking tulip or whatever it was. I don't know. I got it at the Goodwill. Who cares? Okay. Regarding my journey with like making boundaries and undoing people pleasing and trauma responses and like working on rebuilding my self-esteem from the ground up, one fucking grain of sand at a time. I have had to learn how to be okay with the fear and like heart palpitations that I get when I tell someone no. When I tell someone that I'm no longer interested in participating in a thing, or if I'm unable to do something, or if I've scheduled something and I need to cancel or postpone, like, bitch, I used to write like a 50-page doctorate dissertation to people. Hyperbole, of course. And somehow, sometimes I would still get guilted into doing whatever thing. Guilted, or like by way of them or by way of me. Like, I would tell someone no in a very illustrious, fucking over-explained fashion, and I would judge their reaction. If they were like bummed or something, or just kind of like, man, that sucks, I was like, oh my god, no, let's fix this. I have to fix this right now. Actually, let's do it right now. Like, I would then overcorrect by putting even more on my plate than was originally asked of me. Like, bitch, it's been a mess. It's been an actual mess. So yes, I do understand. I do understand. My hero, king of the twinks. I love that for you. Yes. Okay, let's see. The mild panic attack, yes. Yes, Waba. Oh my gosh. You're like so dead on with what we're talking about tonight as well. Waba said, at this point, I feel like bridges are going to burn despite trying to be so clear and mature about it all. That autistic moment when you need to explain your over-explanation and over-explaining your over-explanation and so on and so forth until your fucking jaw falls off, right? Because same. Bridget, okay. I've covered all of this in the presentation that we will open shortly, but it definitely bears repeating multiple times. Like, you can't control what other people think about you, no matter what. If you're speaking to like a general population of people and you are trying to like distribute information or make a statement or have an opinion about something, you can lay it out as plainly as possible. You can have your receipts, you can come correct, you can state your sources, all of the above. Someone is still always, it's inevitable, going to misinterpret that, going to take it in bad faith, whether it's intentional or not. And you can't prevent that. I know. It's fucking terrifying and infuriating and frustrating. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's going right into the presentation and like my palms are itching. It just is a perfect segue. So we'll open that up here. My hero, it sucks even more when you establish a boundary and then... Whiskey, thank you for the bits. Aww, big bits.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Big bits. Thank you. It sucks even more when you establish a boundary. The chat is short-circuiting right now. And then they feel the need to unload a bunch of dirty laundry on you about how they feel about you. And it makes you regret even mentioning it in the first place.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah. Yep. And when I think back on those times that people have done, that I've experienced that with people, it's like, man, are you saying all of this because it's something you've been wanting to bring to my attention for a long time but didn't know how, but now that we're in this disagreement, you feel like now is a good time? Is it because you secretly fucking can't stand me and have been waiting to just unload on me for as many months or years that we've known each other? Like, I try to think of all the fucking scenarios that would constitute that reaction of being like, well, you know what? I hated what you did fucking 3 years ago. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I used to, before I knew like what emotional dysregulation was and could even describe what I was feeling besides happy, sad, or pissed, I would be like, why are you bringing that up right now? Like, but it was more than that. I would be like, if you've waited so long, then it can't be bothering you that much. But I have since learned that is not the case. That's not the case. As a lifelong people pleaser, the resentment that has been harbored into my body just by way of putting myself dead fucking last and expecting people to read my mind about that because I'm too unable for whatever reason to enact those boundaries on my own. Like, it can be hard to share things with someone depending on who you're trying to share that thing with. What will the blowback be, potentially? What will they retaliate? Will they get angry? Will they lash out, blow up, storm out? Like, God, people pleasing is fucking just so to try to unravel. It's a fucking mess. An absolute fucking mess. Oh, Waba. Abusive families are all reading from the same book, and we are all unlearning trauma responses from emotionally immature parents from the same book, which is literally Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents by Lindsay C. Gibson, Psy D. I've covered it on my channel. Watch my VODs on YouTube about it. The book is in the thumbnail. And also, I've covered this book before on stream, because tonight's part 2. These are my confessions. So, the fucking cover, Jesus Christ, will be in the thumbnail. Okay? So, let's just fucking get into it, guys.
Do you have your Beacons link ready to go so I can pin it?
I can go ahead and pin my own Beacons Lincolns. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do all that in chat, Waba. Oof. All my socials are in this link at the top. You just click it, and then there's a little icon row up top there, manually pinned. Yeah, I just gotta get in there and do it. Things that I don't even know what bot I got. I think Stream Elements, but I think I have it muted because I'm a turd. But yeah, go to my Beacons link tree in the pinned comments, and every resource that you possibly can fucking need from me is in there. Just go digging. Go. Have a blast. Be free. Roam. Okay. Let's get into this presentation. Uh-oh. Hello? Okay. Are you okay with slightly being dimly in frame from now on again, baby?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate before we get started. Y'all should know the name. Yes, baby. Thank you for gifting Wubba a subby wubby. Oh my gosh. Did I just hit my threshold? OBS says I did, but Twitch says I didn't. But either way, we are so close to the next subby wubby thresholds. Dimly in frame. Band name called it. That's a good one. I thought of a really good band name called it this evening. Egg Sealant. You're welcome, world. SEALANT. Okay, so what I did is I read a few chapters today and kind of paraphrased it. These chapters are hella short. I'm talking like a page and a half, 2 pages. Like, it's great. And I pull quotes from the book and then I just insert my thoughts, but we'll also talk about shit too. Because as I say this out loud and as y'all start saying shit, it sparks up some great conversations. Again, this is new tonight as well. The viewer attack. The heart looking fucking tomato fucking looking thing right there. You can spend bits to throw things at me. I took out all of the weapons and the virus one and the rock one. But you can throw like toilet paper and kisses and bras and fucking food at me and stuff. Okay. So this is the book, The Art of Saying No, by Damon Zahariades. And I hope that I said that right. I have been rehearsing it so that I don't butcher it or take it one syllable by one syllable. Because I don't want to, be accidentally disrespectful or anything. I want to pronounce people's names correctly. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, if that bar's there the whole time, who cares? Y'all know what my at is. You're here, aren't you? Okay. So in the first part, if I can Swiss cheese remember, we basically talked about reasons why we say no, why it's important to understand that saying no isn't inherently selfish, and just shit like that. And it goes more in depth with why my mouth doesn't want to work right now. It's fine. Okay. So he lists the sort of reasons in this section on why we struggle with it and why we don't say no more often. First and foremost, we want to avoid seeming selfish, especially coming from like an unstable household or an unstable environment where you are made to feel at fault for shit that's not your fault because you're a literal child, you know? Most of us want to, come on, Tatum, typo, be perceived as thoughtful, caring, compassionate, and helpful. Social interactions are ways that we can foster these perceptions, such as holding a door for a stranger, making small chat in the store queue, etc. These are examples pulled from the book that I've sort of paraphrased. When we're asked to help out with something, those who were taught that saying no is selfish are therefore inclined to say yes for many reasons other than these just four. To appear selfless, to like, you want to show people that you can be selfless, not like on some sneaky shit like I want to trick people into thinking I'm selfless. No, like you want people to understand that you're selfless, even if it's to a fault, even if you're secretly like suffering in silence because you're putting yourself dead spanking last, you know, to genuinely help out. I don't even know if I want to use the word struggle, because it's not inherently a struggle to just feel something really, really deeply. What makes it a struggle is when your environment won't allow for that. Like, and I know we talked about, you know, what's happening in Palestine and Gaza and the West Bank. We talked about that last stream. I won't get into it here, but please go watch the VOD. Free Palestine, by the way. Just making my stance super known. And any sideways actors in the chats will be dealt with, because I don't want this to devolve into any sort of debate or like argument in the comments. But at any rate, talking about things that are not that, but that are somewhat related to that, if you watch my VOD, like, I experience hyper empathy with so many fucking things. Hypersensitivity and hyper empathy for things. I get emotionally attached to things extremely easily, even inanimate objects, to the point where they feel like a part of me, and they represent the time period that I had that object. Literally, when I was moving stuff around and hanging shit up elsewhere, I had these two little shitty 50-cent breakable, like rickety framed cross stitches of, one was of a peppermint plant and one was of a sage plant, and they were like falling apart. They were held up with duct tape. I'd had them ever since I fucking moved in, and they aren't behind glass or anything, so they catch cat hair and dust, and they're just kind of like, they've served their purpose, right? So I decided to throw them away because like they were falling apart. But I found myself literally thinking about them like yesterday. Like thinking about them being in the trash, because they've been hanging on the wall since I've lived here, and I'm like correlating that amount of time, like October 2019 to now. I'm like instantly reminded of all of that when I think of those items. Like growing up, I used to sob. I used to be inconsolable when I would grow out of my clothes as a kid, and, you know, age out of like toys and stuff. And my mom would bag it up and give to her sister, who would, you know, donate them to Goodwill or donate them to her church or wherever. And it was always like a teary farewell in the garage. Like, bless. Not laughing at myself, just like, bless my little heart. Just like being sad that my toys, like, they were a part of me. I have memories with them. Just being attached to shit like that. And if you're like that too, obviously I'm like that with people as well. People that I love, people that I care about. I don't want them to ever be without. I don't want them to ever struggle with things that I can help them with. And when they're struggling with something that I feel like I can't help with, I feel fucking helpless. And like, sometimes I'll start to guilt myself that I can't do more to help that person. But like, that hypersensitivity and that hyper empathy used to just be distributed and sprinkled amongst all facets of my life, including wanting to help people, even if I didn't know them. Because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. But like, that is a very slippery slope, because if you quite literally never say no to anyone, / preemptively say, hey, do you need help with that? Hey, can I help you with this? You'll run yourself ragged down to your fucking nucleus, and you'll just become powder. Ask me how I know. My hero, let's see. My hero, I really feel that on a personal level. It kind of makes me feel like I'm losing a piece of myself if I were to let something go. Yes! No matter how big or small they are, bitch. Don't even get me started on my paintings. I will kiss them goodbye, just gently, with tongue. No, I'm just kidding. They're watercolors. It's fine. No, I'll talk to them. I'll be like, you know, this is it. You're going to insert state or country here. I hope you make whoever's getting this really happy. Like, I mailed one of my framed pieces that was in an art exhibit. Someone purchased it, and I mailed it off over the winter, and I had to get this huge box for it and stuff. It was my first time mailing off, like, framed art that had to be... I bubble wrapped that shit. That shit would have survived a drop off the Empire State Building. It just would have bounced like a little bouncy ball. I wrapped that thing to fucking fuck. I used like 8 feet of bubble wrap. Because it was one of those double glass pane frames where the painting was just like mushed in it. You know what I mean? So she watched tutorials, okay? But I had a whole ass conversation with that fucking thing on the way to the UPS store. Like, I'm sending it off to summer camp and it's never coming back. But my favorite part is when someone sends me a picture of them with my art in their home. And I just feel so tremendously, like, honored, and it makes my heart all warm and melty and shit, like fucking cheese fondue. It's doing it right now, where it's like, wow, that's going to be hanging on your wall. Like, when your eyes wander while you're talking on the phone, you'll find them resting on that. You'll walk by it and look at it. People will ask you about it, and you'll get to tell them, and like, just, So, I'm emotionally attached to my shit, okay? Waba. This is going to sound ironic, but I grew up in a hoarder house. Wow. And I felt like I couldn't have attachment to any object because I wanted more than anything to get rid of stuff. Wow. Yes. I can't imagine. I hoarded other things digitally and held on to things for way too long to an unhealthy degree, but recently discarded a lot of digital junk I've been carrying with me. I'm so proud of you for that. That's a big step. It is. And I can't imagine how hard that was. But oh man, I bet whatever device you had that on was like, thank you, this feels nice. You know? Like me with my laptop, like, yeah, I have to, like, once every couple of years, I have to just go through stuff that I've been saving for just any reason or no reason at all and just do a big wipeout, you know? You have the stuffed panda plush from when you were 10 or 11? That is so sweet. Oh my gosh. That is so precious. I love that. I love that. Okay, so that was to genuinely help out. To prevent conflict. That was a big one in my house and in my environment and in my relationships, my friendships, my working, like, you know, at work, at school, like, whatever. I wanted to keep the fucking peace. Like, whatever got me out of this awkward ass moment. If all it will take to prevent you jumping down my throat is for me to just say, yes, I'll help you with that. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll go there. Then fine. You know? That's the fucking quickest way to build resentment. The quickest way. Especially if you can't tell anybody about it. If you can't tell them about it. Like, damn. And sometimes, like, I'm just thinking of all my relationships, like, that I've been in with objectively shitty people and with people who just, we are on different communication wavelengths and we just misunderstand each other a lot. Because those are two different things, right? Like, when I've had these situations with people who were blatantly and overtly acting in bad faith and taking advantage of my proclivity to say yes, that just that harbors resentment so fucking quickly. And for years I didn't even know that that's what I was feeling. And with someone who isn't acting in bad faith but is just maybe misunderstanding you, misinterpreting the situation, not understanding that they're operating from a trauma response, it almost hurts more. You know? Because if something's overt, if someone's just overtly being an asshole, it's easy for me to be like, oh, okay, well, fuck. They're an asshole. If I don't do it, I'll never hear the fucking end of it. So I might as well just do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking of asshole bosses that I've had, you know, that would ask me to stay late or to pick up a shift or to do fucking 3 jobs at once for only one time the pay, you know? But when it's someone who you care about, when it's a family member, a parent, a friend, a partner, just anybody that you know that you care about each other, but you also know that they deal with anger and they deal with lashing out when you tell them no. I know it makes them sound like an over asshole when I say it like that, but I'm just trying to be general here. It almost hurts more. And then, of course, to show that we care, I kind of covered that in the first one. Like, I don't want to think that people are helpful just to get something out of it, but that's a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream. And my autistic ass can never tell the difference. Can never tell the difference. I've made excuses for people who are being shitty to me because I was able to look past that and understand why they were acting that way. Oh, it was due to this. Oh, it was due to that. But also, when someone is being actually nice to me and actually cares and is actually genuine and actually wants that connection with me, I'm like, okay, other shoe, when's it dropping? Like, RSD, like I make up shit in my head that's like rejection sensitive. It's like, well, they're only saying that because they're trying to be nice. They don't really like me. They're just trying to be nice. Like, does anyone else's brain low-key beat their ass every day? Yes, exactly. It is easy when someone's an asshole because, yeah, you can just say, well, fuck you. You're an asshole. Nobody likes you. You're mean. You're crotchety. You're like this to everybody. It feels like you could have prevented more stress between the two of you, but at the same time, it's almost a lose-lose situation because if you say yes, you'll still feel shitty for letting them get to you. Oh my God. So real. So real, bitch. Okay. So those 4 plus a plethora of other reasons that aren't enough slides in the world to cover all the bullets. But if we neglect our own needs in order to help others, it can create a pattern of people-pleasing, often to our detriment. Tee-hee, tee-hee. And by often, I mean always. Because we've talked about it before. I think it was actually in this very book. Like, the shit, you know, the safety videos on planes. If we hit turbulence and the thing pops down, you have to do yours first before you can help someone else. Not on some like righteous self-aggrandizing shit, but literally you will pass out and then no one will be helped. Like, all this, you know, sometimes a Hallmark card rings true. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't. Because if you've been awake for 3 days helping people, like me in college, helping people with homework, helping people with rehearsal and whatnot, and, hi Bobbies, and it results in you sleeping through a fucking exam or digestive issues. If my sleep is off track, my stomach is off track. And that's just the way it is, brother. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. So, hold on. I dropped my pillow. So yeah, and this just ties into shit we've been talking about in the other book, Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. That book covers the origins of people pleasing. Like my last presentation, we literally talked about the big bang of the people pleaser, the inception of the people pleaser. When your environment teaches you that your needs are not as important as the needs of those around you. Their needs have to be the priority, not yours. That's how people pleasers are born. It's a trauma response. Okay. Is it inherently selfish to say no? Okay, I want to take an asthma puff and then I'm gonna read these comments. Doc Croc said sleep. What the fuck is sleep? I had to yawn during, and that was fun. Bjork. Shout out Bjork. Was and still is one of my favorite music artists ever. And in an interview, she said something that really changed my perception in high school. You have two choices in life. You could try to do what makes you enjoy life, or try to change other people's minds about you. Ouch. Oh, shit! Bjork, where was this 15 years ago? Why am I only seeing this at my big age of 31, almost 32? Because holy shit. That's a realization that I have come to, like, on my own, like, fucking DIY, you know? Just messily sifting through 30 years of fuck shit to get to this point. And I think I even mentioned it on T's podcast. Go to my Beacon's pinned comment, my Beacon's link tree, to watch that podcast. Or, well, watch/listen on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Shout out T Jamaica Pogue at Deconstructing Neuro on TikTok. She's great. Love her. But she essentially asked me, like, I keep looking at the slide thinking that I have to read it, so I'm just going to go back to this screen for the moment. T asked me what advice or what tips I would have for anyone who wants to start, like, advocacy work or, like, activism work. And first of all, having her ask me that was like the fucking confused, like, dun 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 dun. Like, girl, I don't know. but she, like, broke it down in such a way that was like, I guess that is what you could call what I've been doing for the past 2 years. But, like, I only see it as me being my authentic self and creating genuine connections with people. It was so easy So much easier, I should say, than what I had been doing, which was being anyone but me for 28 years. And because it was so easy, and because it's so rewarding to have people love and accept me for who I actually am, that I can put down all the expectations that I've been carrying and bungling and dropping, that's so important to me now. Why would I ever be anyone else? So part of that involved me speaking up when shit bothers me. About my life, about my experience, about things that I see in the world, about the experience of being undiscovered neurodivergent for almost 3 decades, the bullshit fuckery that I see. Like, I'm not saying that only autistic people feel this way, but autistic people, a lot of them experience a form of this, and it's largely referred to as a strong sense of justice. I don't refer to my whatever that is as that. I refer to it as a low tolerance for fuckery, because that's truly what it is. I'm not like, dun 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 dum, justice. I'm like, no, this is fucking bullshit. What did they say? Screenshot that. Send me that shit. Send me that shit. They said, okay. Click. Like, I am fueled by spite. I am fueled by wanting better for fucking people. Wanting better for society. Wanting better. Not on some political shit either, y'all. It's not hard. Housing is not a commodity. It's a fucking necessity. It's on the bottom tier of the fucking what does it take to be a human pyramid. But don't let the fucking housing companies of America hear that. It's impossible for me to stay quiet on shit that bothers me. It keeps me up at night. It fucks with my stomach. I have to say it. So I sort of came to that realization of what Bjork said. You could try to do what makes you enjoy life or try to change other people's minds about you. And I'm interpreting that in my own life as I can either do what I feel the most comfortable being, like my most comfortable state of being for me is putting down everyone's expectations of me and just existing as myself and sharing my truth, sharing my opinions. Y'all, my people-pleasing era went so deep that a couple of years ago when I was starting to unlearn all this stuff, I had to go through my Spotify liked songs and unlike hundreds of songs that I only liked because one of my friends liked them, or one of my boyfriends liked them, or someone who I think is really cool liked them. But I would skip it every single time I was listening to music alone in the car. Like on shuffle. I'm just telling you, it runs so fucking deep. So, me actually living my life for myself instead of literally anybody else is most important to me. I am no longer interested in what people think about what I'm doing. Because in these past 2 years, really my whole life, but specifically in a concentrated form these past 2 years, I've heard it all, bitch. I've heard it all. I've been called it all. Find new material, you know? Like, it's so funny that I spent so many decades being so preoccupied and so stressed about what people thought about me, when really, when you boil down what other people think about me, and not people who I care about and who we have connection with, like, I'm talking about rando number 38 walking down the street. You can boil down their opinions to like 4 or 5 different things. Different flavors of like 4 or 5 things. And it gets old after a while, bitch. I've got flavor fatigue. What? Wait. You know? So I'm fucking so relieved to be at that point now in my own life, but my God. The work that it fucking took to get there. The work that it took to get there. Talking about housing, Waba, yes. Housing programs are vastly underfunded. Source, I work in caseworker housing. Yeah. I was watching something on it today on the inaccessibility of housing in America and what successful subsidized housing looks like in other countries. And that shit is as fascinating as it is infuriating. And it literally all boils down to just capitalism being predatory and deadly and unsustainable. Unsustainable. Poverty, houselessness, and hunger are manufactured products of capitalism. You like that? I hope not. Okay. Back to the slide. And I'm sober enough to remember to change the fucking screen back. Wait a second. Why is my screen a little bit under my overlay? God, that bothers me. Hold on. Oh. Oop. You know what? Never mind. Who gives a fuck? I do. Is it inherently selfish to say no? This is a quote from Damon himself. I used to be the go-to person when it came time to help friends move. Yeah, he talked about that in earlier chapters. We covered it in an earlier stream. My pickup truck and inclination to say yes made me the first person folks approached when they needed help. Unfortunately, the time I spent accommodating their needs was time I couldn't spend with my family or my studies or on the activities that I enjoyed. In other words, by taking care of others, I was consciously neglecting to take care of myself. Hi, Nugget! I don't know if I said that out loud. I said that with my mind, but I don't know if it translated to mouth. But welcome in, Nugget friend. So glad you're here. Also, Lurkers listeners now and later, I appreciate y'all being here so much. Every time, always. Thank you. Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah, this is a continuation of his quote. I think. I don't know. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Didn't realize that until age like 29. If your environment punished you for putting your needs first, then you may have learned that your needs don't matter, which led you to fall into a pattern of self-neglect. Ouch. Over time, this can breed cynicism, irritability, and resentment for the people in your life. I've already talked about it. But just know that I'm not talking out of my ass here, people. She's got first-hand experience. Decades of it. Fucking decades of it. I didn't realize that my needs fucking mattered. I always just thought that this, like, nagging sort of discomfort that I felt when I didn't want to do something, I don't know if I thought that was normal and that everybody felt that, or I didn't even put it together that I was neglecting myself by over-delivering for other people. By overly helping and overly, being at their beck and call and doing everything they fucking needed. Like, dude, just full fucking disclosure, okay? Listen, I talk about it from time to time, but it ties into this stuff. Like, if we dated in high school where I was under the age of 18, no, the fuck we didn't. But I'll even extend that now to 25. No, didn't happen. But my last relationship was a fucking mess, people. It was a mess. And my people pleasing and my just need for validation and need to get people to approve of me, to get people to like me, to get people to see me, understand me, it was just driving every single factor of my life. He lived like 40 minutes away from me at the time. And we were in like the not exclusive kind of just like talking phase, like, which is so immature when I think about it. Like, bitch, looking back, my God, I was essentially strung along for those 3 months, but I didn't feel like I was being strung along, even though that was the reality. And I after like rehearsal and work, because I worked full time at a call center. Man. Nothing has sucked my soul out of my body in the least pleasurable way. Quite like working at a call center. And then I would leave a shift there and drive to his house. And sometimes I would stay, sometimes I would not. Most of the time I would not because I worked full time. But I would stay like a day on the weekend. When I tell you I did that for 30 some days straight in a row, I feel so, it makes my stomach hurt. How fucking dumb I feel for getting just put through the fucking ringer like that. And sure, transportation is what it is, and it's different for everybody. Its circumstances are different for everybody. In my circumstance, we both had cars. I was working full time. He was working full time, he was working full time like on a different shift. But he never met me halfway. Over the course of our relationship, I had driven to his house dozens, if not hundreds of times. He visited me exactly 4 times. And I was so desperate to just be understood and seen by this person and loved by this person that I tried not to let it bother me. But I remember bringing it up a couple of times. Because, like, I was spending my last $5 putting it in my gas tank, driving a complete gas hog, gas guzzler of a vehicle. And I brought it up because the resentment that had been broiling in my chest had boiled over. And I felt like it wasn't fucking fair. And I remember bringing it up to him, and of course, it was gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss in the worst possible way, making me feel guilty for bringing it up. I don't know what kind of Olympic level brain math, fucking dark wizardry he was doing on me, but it worked. Okay, it worked. And PJ broke the pattern just in so many fucking ways. I'm thinking about our first year together. We've lived together longer than we've lived apart at this point. But for the first year of mine and Pidgey's relationship, we lived a state away from each other, about like 90 miles. But it was never, I never felt like one of us was doing overtly more than the other. Like, it felt very reciprocal. It felt very mutual. Like, we both would take trips to see each other. And I know, I don't want to say that I'm like minimizing it or like being transactional with it. I'm just saying that, like, when he broke the mold, he broke the mold. Like, during a time, like, if my car was acting up, he wouldn't make me feel bad for that. He'd be like, okay, I'll just come to yours. And likewise, if his car was acting up, I'd be like, okay, I'm coming. Like, I've packed my bags, set some food out for Picky, I'm on my way, right? And then, of course, we moved in together. Well, he moved in with me, and him and Flurb, I should say. The Princess Almighty herself, who is asleep upstairs right now. And, of course, we don't have to drive 90 miles to each other's house anymore. And I wouldn't have been able to even start doing this work on myself without having the space to do so. Because I know I'm a broken record, people, but listen, I love my Pidge more than my next breath, and I'm going to remind you of that as often as I fucking can. We just let each other exist. There's no, are you mad at me? There's no gotchas. There's no keeping score. There's no fucking worrying if what I'm doing in my own home is upsetting my partner somehow. Like, I need to catch up on the chat and then I'll say a thing. Well, no, I'll say a thing first and then we'll catch up on the chat because we know how my Swiss cheese trapdoor works. Like, I don't know if any of y'all can relate to this, but my unstable environments and people pleasing goes so deep that I'm going to be saying that sentence a lot tonight, I think. How deep does it go? I used to get picked at, made fun of for the things that I would watch, the music that I would listen to, the things that I enjoyed, the things that I liked, to such an extent that when someone would enter the room, I would have to stop what I was doing and like hide what I was doing. And I know it sounds shady. I'm just talking about like Bruno Mars and Jenna Marbles and like just the things that I like. I'm not talking about looking up shady shit. I'm not talking about, you know, I wasn't when I tell you I was not allowed to exist, I was not allowed to exist. To the point where it's like, oh my God, what are you watching? Like, little jabs and statements like that constantly when you're in the comfort of your own home will have you retreating into your shell and being afraid to outstretch your limbs and exist and take up space. And I find myself still fucking doing this. But the reason why is sort of shifting. Like, I would do it around Pidge for a long time because I was so used to just being ridiculed no matter what I'm doing, or being asked what I'm doing, or be like, show me your screen. Like I was in fucking prison or something, dude. But like, when Pidge comes down, like when he wakes up, if I'm watching something, I'll like pause it, but it's because I can't have something playing while I'm talking at the same time. It's not because like, oh, I'm so ashamed of what I'm doing. It's now more becoming like, oh, okay, well, I need to hear what he says, so I'm going to pause this. And I came to that realization, like, I was thinking about that literally the other day. It just came up. And it's so relieving.
When I do the same thing, it's not that I don't want you to know what I'm watching. One, if you like wake up and use the bathroom or something, I'll pause what I'm watching.
Yeah.
So that I can hear what you're gonna say. You know.
Yeah.
Usually, I love you, and then go back to bed.
Yeah.
But also, if I'm watching something that can be potentially stimulating.
Yeah.
Or like, cause if I'm watching something like sci-fi, dark fantasy, like it could be loud or make a weird noise or a fun song or something that like gets you from being sleepy. And so it's just a courtesy thing.
It is a courtesy thing. Yeah, we don't monitor each other like also we're both autistic as fuck and we love talking about things that we watch and things that we've learned, and like I'll watch a true crime case while you're asleep, and then you'll wake up and you'll tell me about like what'd you do the night before, like, you know, like did you watch anything interesting, and I'll be like, oh, can I tell you about this thing I watched today, and like it's just so natural. It's what I've always needed in my life but I've never had. Oh fuck. Okay, now going back into the chat here.
Exactly what Whiskey just said too.
Let's see. Ooh, I've got to catch up. Y'all have got some good stuff in here. Oh, my hero. I feel this super hard. About to get super personal. But when I turned 18, I remember getting Grindr and trying to meet up and get to know others because the validation I got from making those people feel good felt like all that could make me happy. Like that was the only thing that could make you happy, was providing pleasure and providing satisfaction to others. It can run so deep to the point where you feel like all you are is someone else's satisfaction. Felt so hard that my brain hurts. Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate you sharing that because it just reminds me of shit that I've dealt with too, you know? Like you said, like the people pleasing runs so deep, people. Please understand that. Like when I got out of my, I used to refer to myself as a serial monogamist. Like I got a boyfriend in 10th grade, and we were together for 3 years until our freshman year of college. And then later that year, I got with a guy from college, and we were together for 6 years. And then I broke up with him, and then I'm trying to think. For about a year or so, I was single for like truly the first time since I was fucking 15 years old. At the age of like 24. But I had not done any of this work. I didn't know what a people pleaser was. I didn't know that's what I was. Obviously didn't know I was autistic. Obviously didn't know I had ADHD. Obviously didn't even understand that I have an entire life to process with new knowledge. That I have years of various forms of abuse to process. So I was operating from a very... I don't want to say hungry. I don't want to say lacking, but I want to say almost empty place. Yearning. Yes, thank you. Yearning. That's such a great word for it. Yes. A place of yearning. A place of yearning for acceptance. A place of yearning for validation. Yearning for approval. And in that year and some change, I found Tinder. And bada bing, bada boom, you know the rest. Like, just casually dating, casually hooking up, and getting a small rush of dopamine. Not because they made me feel good. Because, I mean, I'm queer, but I've never been with a woman or a non-binary person. I've only ever been with cis men. Cis het men. So, statistically, meh. You know what I mean? But the pleasure that I would derive from the experience would be the pleasure that I provided for that person. And that is what I derived my value from. And like, I did that for about a year, and then I met my ex, and then we dated for 2 years and some change. And then there was a period of singleness before I met Pidge, and that period of singleness was more me reclaiming my personhood and reclaiming my identity, reclaiming my body, prioritizing myself for the first time, prioritizing my pleasure, prioritizing like intimacy on my terms. Because in that previous relationship, intimacy was weaponized and almost used as a currency. And that is just so fucking foul. That is so fucked up. And then I met Pidge, and literally the rest is history. Like, we instantly were just... It's been so effortless. We instantly clicked. We instantly were on the same wavelength. We instantly knew how to talk to each other and understood each other. And that, like I said, fostered the ability in me to learn how to take up space because I was allowed to do so. I wasn't ridiculed for existing. PJ likes Bruno Mars too. Ugh, Waba. I chased after someone I shouldn't have after my first relationship, after I got dumped. Because they felt bad. I said I love them after a year and they didn't feel the same way. That was mutual, sure. But the person I got with just played dumb games with my mind. Stop. What do people get out of that? It's just so fucking frustrating, dude. Whiskey. The worst thing to realize is that you really love someone and they're just using you in some capacity and never really loved you. Yeah, I'm gonna just... Ooftown Road. second. There's someone back there. Yeah. Felt that shit. We are a package deal, Pidge. Nowadays, I ask, how the fuck can someone make you feel bad for your car breaking down? What kind of madman gaslights you about something really out of your control? My ex. Autistic communication and relationships have been the best thing for my whole life. Yes, same. And I'm positively impacting my boyfriend who had a series of those kind of gotcha relationships and guilt trips. Yup. I still remind him every day he doesn't owe me anything and is free to do his own thing whenever he wants to. Yes. Whiskey. My dad hated that I loved British TV and movies. Like the men are so femme in his opinion. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, because expressing femininity is just the worst thing you could possibly do to these people, right? Oh man. Yeah, my pee-pee goes hard for femboys too, all right? You don't hear me bragging or complaining about it. My husband may not be into the stuff I'm into, but he knows what I like and respects it. Like Jenna Marbles is such a good example. God, I miss her. I would be surprised if there's not some neurospiciness going on there. He's not into it, but when he hears me say something about Peach or Julian, he'll ask for more to understand it. Yes. And I ask him about stuff he's into. That's so great. That's so great. And we do the same thing. Like, we both are so passionate about things that we love and, you know, love to share what we know, share what we've learned, share what we love about things, share what we hate about things. And we're free to express that, like, mutually. And that's so fucking important. So fucking important. Yes. Just reading on the chat. My sound is really good and on point today. Thank you, Wabba. We did change the microphone position. It's much closer here now. Yes. The bottle crush on the head. Bitch, of course the bottle crush on the head. Of course. I love y'all. I love the conversations y'all have. Okay. This was a very thought-provoking slide. Let's continue. Right now you're probably like, yeah, okay, but what if I make people mad at me for saying no? What if they think I'm selfish? And Waba touched on this, which made me be like, okay, let's get to the presentation because this is a perfect but literally, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you ultimately cannot control how others perceive you. Even if you try to mold yourself, cram yourself, whittle yourself into whatever shape would please that person, that still doesn't guarantee that they're going to perceive you in that way. And it's like, if I'm doing all this work, if I'm listening to the songs that they like, if I'm eating the food that they like, watching the things that they like, dressing how they like me to dress, existing in their capacity and not worrying about what I need or what I like, and then that could still result in them perceiving me in a negative light or perceiving me in a bad light or bad faith, then why the fuck am I wasting my time with all the other shit? Y'all, I don't have the spoons for that anymore. I burned out a lifetime worth of spoons in 29 years of reshaping myself to be anybody but myself. And like I've said a million times, the connections that I've made as a result of being my actual self and just saying what's in my brain thoughts and not worrying about what my fucking face is doing or what my tone is, and I just say what I need to fucking say. And we have moments where we connect and we resonate and we commiserate, then why the fuck would I do anything else? Why the fuck would I do anything else? You know? And this is thoughts from me now. This is not the author. This is me. Hi, it's me. When I first heard that you can't control what others think of you, ultimately you can't, I felt a bolt of guilt and panic run through my chest. The aforementioned heart palpitations, right? Because I was raised to take care of adult-sized problems as a kid. This meant that I had to be hyper aware of the energy shifting in the room and be responsible for fixing it. Adult children of emotionally immature parents, catch the VOD, we talk about it often. These little sayings growing up, especially in the South, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And, you know, as a kid, I took that responsibility upon myself and was expected to make sure that everybody was happy, no matter what that meant for me. By risk of facing, you know, physical punishment sometimes. Not fun. But as an adult, I have power over my environment that I wasn't allowed to have as a kid. That's also helped me with my autistic unmasking as well, because when you get your ass beat with a belt for being your autistic little self, you're not going to want to be your autistic little self. But if you beat on me or assault me now, you'll go to jail, because that's an actual crime. Oh my
Want a break from
God!
the ads?
Bitch! That was loud in my ears. Ouchie, ouchie, ooh. It didn't hurt, but it just scared me. Whew. Are they leaving? Good night, Waba. What an exit, bitch. What an exit. I love you. Get some sleep. You made me soil my britches.
What was banning themselves?
Waba self-banned.
Want a break from the ads?
After the I know, the timing on that was perfect. What a break from the ads. Oh my fucking God. Good night, Waba.
Don't put the stank on it now.
Waba. Oh man. I don't remember what I was saying. I got etch a sketched. Yeah. What?
You're an adult, they can't hit you.
Oh yes, yes, adult. You can't hit me now, bitch. You'll have to be bonded out. And coming out of survival mode. And learning that peace doesn't have to be... I mean, everything is temporary, but like, peace in my life was extremely temporary for most of my life. And now it's in my corner of the world. Okay, you know, everything notwithstanding, I'm just talking about like day-to-day consistent happenings in my life and my routines, my interpersonal relationships at home. Peace is the norm. And it only took me about 1.5 years to realize that the other shoe is not going to drop with Pidge. He is not gotcha-ing me. He, you know, not that I doubted his love for me in that 1.5 years. It literally was just my nervous system being like, bitch, you've got to be on high alert because he might hurt you. He might hurt you in a way like break your heart, or this might be an act. And then I'm like, no, bitch, that's not true. And having these arguments with myself and learning how to put actual trust in another person like that was a big deal for me. TBH, if y'all saw my friendship hardship stream, again, watch the VOD, youtube.com/@potatum. I still have those issues with friendships. Like, all of my mind goblins being like, what if it's going to be like last time? What if they're going to hurt you? What if they're going to betray you? What if this is in bad faith? What if they're asking this for nefarious purposes? What if they're preparing to use this against you? Like, just scumbag brain things, right? But, you know, I'm trying, okay? I really am. I'm trying to put my trust in other people and actually let things happen, let friendships progress, just let that part in. Allow that to be a part of my life, because I was so guarded for so fucking long, you know. My hero, there has always been a period of time with my friendships where I get into my head severely, making sure that I'm not annoying them, or if they really do want me around as a friend. Yes, bitch. The RSD be RSDing. The rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Like, I get a lot of, in my own head, why do you like me? Like, what is it about me that has you messaging me right now saying nice, friendly things? That can also turn into, are you gaining something from this? But these thoughts happen so quickly and they're so fleeting most of the time now that I'm able to just like, next. But if my hormones are spiking outrageously that day, sometimes it's harder to get out of that fucking pool of guilt and shame that I'm wallowing in at that time, you know? Oh, shit. That jump scare, like, hard restarted me. I think this is a good time to take a quick BRB, because holy shit, we've been going for an hour and a half already. And we're about halfway through the presentation. So yeah, y'all, drink them, snack them, smoke them if you got them, and we will be right back. Okay, hi. We're back. Welcome back. Hi, we're back. Welcome back. So let's get through the slideshow, because there's another thing I wanted to get to this evening. All right, next. Okay, so the next slide is the first half of this. Okay, as an adult, I have power over my environment that I wasn't allowed to have as a kid. Is the music too loud? No, just in my ears. Turn it down. Okay. Because of this, my comfort and peace became the most important thing in my life. Literally what I just said. After a lifetime without it, I began to realize that my peace will never be more important than someone's perception of me. If they think I'm selfish for saying no, that's what I like to call a them problem. And I was too lazy to look up the copy-paste TM symbol, but you already know that I would have put it there if I was typing it on my phone. Okay, next portion of the book. We desire to help others. Think back to the last time you helped someone. How did it make you feel? It always makes me feel like, scrolling through the Rolodex for the right word. I always feel really glad. Like, the last time I helped someone was sort of inadvertently. It wasn't something that I did for the purpose of helping that specific person, but I get a lot of really kind, like, comments and messages, you know, saying that something I've shared has helped them through something. So when I'm talking about that always makes me feel so warm and so relieved and grateful that they fucking found it, and whatever they're talking about clearly was something that they needed to see or that they needed to hear. And there's been many a time in my life where the algorithm just serendipitously gave me what I needed in that moment to help me work through something, and I've reached out to them and thanked them for sharing that because it's helped me through something. It makes me feel validated in that it's usually on posts that I'm scared to post. Posts that are like particularly vulnerable or particularly direct or anything like that I get the most messages from people who say that helped them with the thing that they're dealing with. So receiving those messages creates a positive feedback loop that I'm then able to use as my fuel to be like, okay, well, if even one person sees this and is like, wow, I needed to see that, I needed to hear that, I needed to learn that, then that fuels me to keep going. You know, I don't work publicly. I don't go to restaurants or bars or like public things or parties or get-togethers or anything because I'm communocompromised and immunocompromised. So like, it's hard for me to pull real life examples. Plus, Pidge and I help each other so much every day that it's just like a part of our relationship. It's so intrinsic and so like instinctual that it's hard for me to pull out like one particular thing. But anyway, a quote from the author. Okay, let me making sure it's a one-page ditty. Knowing we've contributed to someone's happiness is its own heady reward. In fact, it can be addictive. Some of us look for ways to help others, even if doing so means ignoring our own needs and responsibilities. We become caregivers in search of people to care for. When we're asked for help, we jump at the opportunity. And saying that is so like direct, and it kind of took me aback to read that for the first time, to come to that realization that, damn, it is a dopamine rush to receive positive feedback from someone after you've helped them do something. And just hearing me say it out loud right now is me reprocessing it right now. Like, not knowing that I was dopamine deficient and getting that feeling of, oh wow, like something I did actually helped them. Like I'm helping them complete something. I'm helping them build something, finish something, do something, start something. Like, this is wonderful. I feel appreciated. And then like, that can slowly, just with any dopamine seeking activity, of course, can become its own loop of like a habit pattern. I don't want to say addiction, but it is an addictive feeling to feel that, even, or especially if you don't know that that's what it is, and you don't know that you're inherently a people pleaser. So when someone needs help, I'm like, dun-dun-dun-dun. Of course, that was more like older me, like younger me, I should say, past me. It's different now because I operate on spoons, and I spend fucking most of my days just powering on my brain. You know, I'm a hero. I wonder if it's because the people growing up with the people pleaser mentality develop that as an instinctual means for survival. 100%. 100%. I love that, Pidge, you said that at the same time. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Because I can't speak for every people pleaser. I'm speaking from my experience. And PJ has spoken from his perspective and from his experience as well. Like, it wasn't just that our opinions or our needs or our limits weren't the most important thing to the adults in our lives. They weren't important at all. They were not on the list of priorities whatsoever. Speaking for myself, growing up in Southern Appalachia in the 90s and aughts, kids were to be seen, not heard. I was supposed to be a good little girl, go to school, get good grades, rinse, repeat until I graduated high school. Go to college, rinse, repeat. Work a job, be a good little employee, get a paycheck, rinse, repeat. Like, that was the life that was foreseen of me by my parents, by that period of time, by society in Southern Appalachia. Like, copy paste, cookie cutter, copy paste, you know? And my needs as a human being, like my emotional needs, my accommodations as a disabled child that I didn't receive, and not knowing that I was disabled and expected to live a productive, abled life in a disabled fucking brain. Like, no, bitch. No. I didn't have the ability to say no. To say I can't do something. I didn't have the ability. I had the ability, but I wasn't allowed. I should say I wasn't safe to struggle with things. I remember getting screamed at point blank range in 3rd grade because my overachieving self was seeking dopamine in its own little 3rd, 4th, 5th grade way by way of accelerated reader. I don't know if you're familiar with that program in school. I don't know if they even still do it, but like the school library would assign points to books based on like their length or their content or whatever. You would read the book and then you would go on your fucking computer lab software and take a test based on that book. And the better you do, the more points you earn. It keeps track of your points. At the end of the semester, they throw an AR pizza party and they give you like a fucking little stickers and shit for, you know, how many points you got. 9-year-old Tatum said, "Say less! Say less." I was competitive to a fault, and I now realize why. It's because I was yearning so desperately for validation, acceptance, and approval that the easiest way for me to receive that in any aspect of my life was at school from my teachers, getting good grades, being told good job. I would do spelling bees, I would do accelerated reader, and I was going somewhere with this, I promise.
You got yelled at.
Oh yeah, thank you. So my overachieving ass would check out books in the library above my grade level because they were worth more points. Well, bitch. I don't remember the author, but I still remember the book to this day. It was rather thick. I was like in 3rd or 4th grade. It was called Heidi. And I don't remember anything about the book, honestly. It was like watching concrete dry. It was so boring. I could not focus. And if you have ADHD, y'all already know how hard it is for me to find where I am on the page because everything looks the same. If I'm not gripped by the story, my eyes just go through the motion, but my brain is somewhere else. And then I find myself rereading the same 3 paragraphs for 20 minutes straight and realizing that I've only read 2 pages in an hour. And I'm like, bitch, what am I even doing? You know, that's why I don't read books, like sitting down as an adult without taking like ample fucking breaks. Y'all should have seen me fucking making this presentation today. I would read 3 sentences, think of some shit, write some shit down, fucking play the fucking documentary I was watching, or like go get a drink of water, or like anything but linear, you know? And I could not read that book. It wasn't assigned to us for a class. I just picked it up because I wanted to be an overachiever, and I could not bring myself to read it at home, and I could not focus. And I tried to voice that I could not focus. It was just so boring. I just can't physically do it. And I remember getting, you know, spit flying from mouth, screamed at point blank range, and threatened with physical punishment if I don't go in my room and read the book. And I remember sitting over the book, sobbing, tears falling on the book, and then me getting worried that I was going to ruin the book. I don't remember if I took the test. I don't remember much else about it. But just damn, you know? Even my overachieving wasn't good enough if I couldn't overachieve. That book was not for a class. So not for a grade. Not for a grade. If I ever get my hands on a time machine, the only thing I'm doing is going back 20, 21 years and giving myself a fucking hug. It's truly all I fucking needed. You know? Reasons we help others. To show others that we love them. Helping people we care about is a way to show that they matter to us. Like, you know, giving gifts, spending time with people, doing things for people, helping people out, lightening the load. You know, that's a love language for a lot of folks. To be the quote-unquote white knight, again, these are pulled from the book, we may feel the need to save the day and swoop in at a time of need. And then that had me thinking, why is it called White Knight? And then I'm like, should I wait? Should I look that up now, or should I wait until stream? But now I just want to know. Okay, sure, but what's the origin? Medieval times. Is it just like the dichotomy white, black, good, evil shit? I think it is.
I feel like it's even that they would wear tabards, right?
Tabards.
That were white.
Yeah.
To purity, white purity.
Yeah, okay. I'm slowly losing interest. Okay, great.
I was like, yeah, I love it. I love that kind of shit.
That's right up Pidge's alley. But for me to look at it by myself, I just go, Pidge's like, oop. Brrr. I know. Okay. Another reason we help others, to compensate for a perceived deficit. That one hurt. That one was physically painful to type. Yikes. The gratitude that we receive from helping others allows us to forget about traits we dislike about ourselves. Thanks, Damon. Thanks a lot, buddy. That shit hurted. Like Mahiro touched on, and like I touched on, that very much falls into line for me. Help being, providing intimate satisfaction or pleasure for others, because it doesn't make me feel like a piece of shit, at least in that moment. You know what I mean? But it's more than just that. Like, saying yes to our detriment because we don't want to sit, we're not capable of sitting with ourselves. That's just like not an option for so many of us. Mahiro, I had to rediscover and remember my autism this year because I felt like I was far removed from it due to the positive impact I had on others. Shit. No, literally. No, literally. Just read through the chat here. Sometimes I forget that I'm autistic when I'm in my home existing as myself and just like not really doing anything in particular, but I never am more starkly reminded that, oh, one of these things are not like the others is when I'm out in public. Yeah, so you had a hard-hitting situation at the beginning of the year that made you remember that there's baggage that you have yet to unpack. Felt and same. I feel like I've definitely made a fucking dent, and can I just... Woo! I partially did that. It's definitely not something that you can do and be done with and have it complete. It's definitely an ongoing, cyclical process for me. It's hard. Another quote from the author. Yeah. There will always be someone who could benefit from your attention. This talks about tapping into the hyper empathy, hyper attachment to things, hypersensitivity to things that I talked about earlier. There will always be people who will gladly accept your help if offered. But keep in mind, you're not responsible for solving other people's problems. You sure? That sounds a little fake. You're responsible for yourself, of course, and those who depend on you, like your family, of course. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't help people. Rather, the best way to help people over the long run is to ensure that your needs are met first. In other words, make sure that the self-care that you give yourself has a higher priority than giving care. And this is there's more context to that. He doesn't mean self-care like fucking bath bombs and manicures. He means making sure your own fucking needs are met, your own basic needs. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough to eat? Are you drinking water? Yes, I am. Is there anything that is pressing or urgent in your life that you need to complete before helping other people do other things, That kind of self-care. Literally caring about yourself. We struggle with low self-esteem. Ouch. This is me. I can never remember what's me and what's Damon. My self-esteem is all over the map thanks to monthly hormone spikes that we've already talked about. Because literally one day I will feel invincible, like I'm that bitch, you can't tell me shit, I said what I said, 10 toes down all the way, you know. And then literally the next day I try to make myself physically smaller in my seat because I feel like I'm taking up too much space on this planet. Still, now, like, it helps to know. Ooh, who do we got? Oh, the purple is like the exact same color as the background, so I'll have to look for it in chat. Who was that follow that just came in? Tim Quid? Am I reading that right? Tim Quid, yes! I apologize. The purple name was the exact color of the purple backdrop and it blended in. Thank you so much for the follow. Tim Quid, I'm so glad you're here and I really appreciate you. My hero, the fluctuations make it so damn hard to grasp a situation when it's polar opposites. It's and never the middle ground. Yeah, I'm still learning how to exist in a happy medium. You like my earrings? Thank you. This one is functional, but it's really delicate because it was very inexpensive. And I tried to turn it on stream one day and it shattered in my hand. So just believe me when I say it turns. And then this is a little 6-point die that has little different colored dots on it. You can't really tell on camera, but thank you. I love wearing little shitty little fun little dangly little earrings. But yes, with the highs being as high as they are and the lows being as low as they are, bitch, can I just be at 0? Like, what does a happy medium feel like? What does neutral feel like? I'm learning what that feels like, but because I give so many shits about so many things, it's very easy to get wrapped up in spiderweb thoughts and thoughts branching away faster than I can wrangle them and worrying about things. You know what I mean? Okie dokie. These feelings affect how we perceive ourselves. True. They influence our self-image and shape our sense of self-worth. If we feel like we don't deserve to take up space, that can affect our ability to say no. Exactly, and the author explains it extremely well in this next slide here. He said, burdened with a low self-image, we mistakenly believe that our time is worth less than others' time. Bitch. Not only is that true for me in my past, but it was like objectively said to me by my ex. Like, that relationship was so incredibly transactional that during times, if I was between jobs or something and he would work like nights at a fucking brewery or whatever and he was in school, he would tell me that his free time is more valuable than my time. So what I wanted to do was never more important or even as important as what he wanted to do. So it's one thing to mistakenly believe that in ourselves, but it's another thing to be told that from someone that you care about. And of course I believed him. Of course I did. But that has changed so fucking much. To the point now where like some days I may be a mess of puddly feelings and whatever, but my self-worth and the value of my time and the value of the space that I take up on this planet is non-negotiable, bitch. Non-negotiable. And me drawing my line in the sand there has really helped me to just fucking ignore all the shit that gets flung at me on the internet, you know? Because I don't work in public, I have to fucking make money somewhere, or it's curl up and die o'clock. So the internet is my way of doing that. So these people who say, just get off the internet, fuck you. Fuck you and fuck off. Because it's not an option for me. My my everything that I do is on the fucking internet. Like, are you still getting AOL CD-ROMs in the mail, Janet? Why do you have this prehistoric stance on the internet still in the year of our Lord 2023? Can we not? Anyway. Oh. That was it. I did it. A nice little presentation. And I stopped there. And what we'll pick up on the next time we cover this book. Whiskey, thank you for the biddles. I love you. You're the best. The slide, damn. Felt. But next time we'll pick up on, we want others to like us. Because of course it's human nature to want to be liked, to belong, to fit in. Even though, you know, me and mine and most of y'all are not fitter in or people. We are, you know, marginalized in various ways and traumatized in various ways, neurodivergent in various ways, but we still want to be heard and understood and listened to and appreciated, right? I wouldn't say that that's universal. I would say that it's fairly universal to want those things. So yes, that was The Art of Saying No by Damon Zahariadis. And this is a great little book. It's thin. It's got larger text. It goes by fast. So we'll definitely cover this on a future stream. Some more, I mean. It's one of the books we have in our rotation. Be sure to catch part 1 on the YouTube VOD. Okay. Going to take one more quick BRB and then we'll enter our last little segment for the evening. The one that I am cracks knuckles. All too... I'm not excited. This guy fucking sucks. Anyway, drink 'em, smoke 'em, stretch 'em if you got 'em. We'll be back one more time. Oh my god.
Oh my God!
We're back. Okay. So, sure. Our final portion of the evening that I'm just absolutely jazzed about.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Listen. I don't seek this shit out. This shit finds me. Okay? And,
Meow.
uh-oh. We
Meow,
got a
meow,
cat
meow,
break.
meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
We yes. Before we do this, I mostly need a palate cleanser. Oh, are all the cats? Oh, get the sleepy boy.
Well, he's, yeah, okay.
Mister.
Yes, yeah. He's the easiest one.
Okay. So, when I see some fucking fuck shit bullshit on my timeline that directly affects people I care about, I'm gonna fucking say something, you know? So that's what this next section is about. But first, kitty cat. Is that a sleepy meester? Meester! He's so sleepy. This is Mister. That's his government name.
He just turned 2.
He just turned 2. His birthday was on November 2nd.
His name is Little Mister.
Little Mister, aka Minka Stinka Whatchapinka. Him sweet, him got big peats. They smell like corn chips and him oh so sweet. I leave so meat.
I know this boy's hungry. He's been sleeping for the last like 4 hours.
He's been hibernating. Let me turn this back off. Eek. Okay. So that was Mista. Happy belated Mista, said Nugget and friends. Okay, so on Twitter the other day. Fuck! I found on my timeline, I should say, by way of mutuals interacting with it. Some fucking rando. Okay? He doesn't even have a blue check. Okay? Well, spouting off some ableist ass shit. Flagrant, blatant, overt ableist shit. And you already know that we don't fucking do that here.
Watch your profanity.
So, naturally, here we are now. I was going to do this on the last stream, but I accidentally got higher than God herself. Watch on youtube.com/potatum for that structureless fuckery, where I said bangers such as months have 41 days. And I forget how to read certain words. It's a great time. But anyway, I didn't do it on the last stream because I ran out of spoons. But bitch, I had spicy wings for dinner and the tradition continues. I'm feeling pretty spicy, so fuck this guy. I'll just pull up the tweet that had me fucked up, essentially. But I gotta fucking scroll to the beginning because, you know, you're a fucking whatever. When was this? October 30th. So like 5 days ago. Motherfucker has tweeted hundreds of times since then. So I gotta fucking scroll. I would say it's worth it, but I don't even know if that's true, y'all. He must have been off on Halloween because he was on Twitter from dawn to dusk, bitch. All these are the 31st. Do we have any from the 30th? Do you put your phone down when you take a piss, or are you one-handing it, bro? Like, my God. I thought I'd scrolled down sufficiently enough. I really did.
He's trying to get rid of it.
He's trying to get rid of it. He's trying to bury it.
Without deleting it.
Ah, yes. Okay. All right, we're here. Okay. So, jump scare warning. If you're eating food, now might not be the time. Because this guy just fucking sucks. He'll have you flipping your cereal bowl, okay? This is the photo he chose for his cover photo. Motherfucker looks like his first word was Anyway, this motherfucker is a quote-unquote comedian, allegedly. I have yet to find a funny joke except for his fucking face. And he got real cute on Twitter this past week. So, he posts this just visual atrocity. Right. His tour dates. Okay. I'm trying to zoom in to give the benefit of the doubt here. There's no... The page doesn't even want to show this shit. Okay. I'm zooming in to give the benefit of the doubt. But on a scale of 1 to fucking 10, how hard do your eyeballs have to work to read this? Mine have to work solidly 3 out of 10 hard. They shouldn't have to at all. It should be as easy as just looking at the text and seeing what's in front of you, right? An objectively not great design, okay? But it's still legible for some. So that's what started all of this, okay? He didn't make this design. He just posted this design, I think, if I read correctly. But okay. Someone said, person by the name of Anne, "Hey Billy, can you please use a cleaner font or use alt text on the image? I've been trying to read this for a while and my eyes are not having it." I love the way they put that shit. I love the way they put that shit. My eyes are not having it, okay? It was as easy as him literally typing out alt text in the next message or hitting the person up that designed this and being like, "Hey, could you just make that font not cursive? Cursive calligraphy font on a clover background with a bright yellow board." I'm not a professional designer, but it's just a choice, okay? It's a choice. It's a poor choice. You have fans who are trying to read this and they can't, and they're just asking for more accessible legibility, right? So instead of doing that, Billy got cute. And he said, no. Buy a ticket. It's the only way we make any money. It's beyond frustrating that we give all our shit out for free now and people still complain.
Billy, do you understand the request?
Then my queen Helen coming in here. Billy, do you understand the request? Do you understand what we're asking of you here? 'Tis simple. 'Tis not calculus, my friend. He said yes, and I said no, which doesn't justify any of the weird, aggressive response or the hilarious outrage.
Jesus, gross.
But it is funny. Okay. Dig
How
in a
we
little
feeling
deeper.
out there tonight? Yeah.
I am not feeling good. What?
Whiskey said that he used to work with Louis C.K. and he uses that as a selling point still.
This man worked with Louis C.K. and he still talks about it like it's a redeeming thing. Word. Okay. Noted. I saw that on his 2-sentence long Wikipedia page. Oh, we're getting there. All right. Okay. So this got fucking over 500,000 views. People ratioing him to filth and back, right? So this is like a thread of a reply of a reply of a reply. Someone said, a horrid way to treat your fans. Oh, let me read all of this here. This is a bad look, Billy. A disabled person asking for alt text is not asking for something for free. Hard to buy a ticket to the show if we can't read where it is. Ha 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 ha. Shut up and go outside. He's taking a page out of John Rich's book. Asking someone to redo a graphic they paid an artist to make is indeed asking for something for free when those dates are available in many different fonts across the internet. Gladly bother someone else with your bullshit. To that I say, you spent money on that?
No, he made it himself. He just wants people to think he spent money on it.
Why? Okay, yeah. If selling tickets is your only way to make money, and you spend that precious money on a graphic designer to make that, the math's not mathin', buddy. PJ said that maybe he's the one that made it and is just saying that he paid for it to deflect the blame. Either way, it's not about the fucking graphic, okay?
It's not.
It happens, whatever. I have to tweak my merch designs all the time when I make a design for something and it doesn't read well once it's on the fabric. I'm like, fuck, I gotta tweak that because people have to read it. People have to read it, Billy. You want people to come to your fucking drunken open mics or not, buddy? All right. So anyway. Oh my God, this guy just sucks on so many levels. So that's essentially, he has tweeted hundreds and hundreds of times and there are not enough spoons in this fucking house to cover all of it in length. But I just want to give you a quick snapshot of this fuckface's personality, right? If I offended you today, you weren't a fan of mine. You aren't a fan of anything other than pandering. I know that's a big word for Elmo. Did you just learn that? Maybe you should read the fucking definition again because I think you're confused, Billiam. It's exhausting as a comedian, but I enjoy culling the old fan base of the easily offended and or shallow thinkers. Y'all ruin so much with your pretend caring. I mean, I fucking tweeted about it and then went about my day.
Right.
You have not put your fucking phone down from your sweaty spaghetti hand since this fucking happened. Funnily enough, he hasn't tweeted since Halloween. But he fucking retweets shit like this. So, I don't even... I don't even understand. I'm short-circuiting at this man's idea of comedy.
It has 10K views, 4 likes, and 1 comment.
To be fair, this is a retweet of an account with 500 followers.
Okay.
This man is just... Oh, excuse me? Uh-oh, I think I messed up. Now I've got to find my tweet about him from fucking days ago, bitch. Okay, bear with me. I just had it. Okay. It's because I reported it that it doesn't show up in my timeline anymore. But it was a 2-parter. Okay. So I saw this. Okay, we're getting to it. He's saying that we're nuts and we don't care about reality. It's about a font and etiquette and it's weird. Someone said it's not about a font or about manners. It's literally about disability accessibility and just not being mean to your fans who want to pay you literal money. And he said, feels like it's about y'all feeling righteous? ? The waves of rage are just coursing through my body right now. Lots of people tried explaining alt text extremely nicely. It became a production because you made it one. I don't think you're actually going to hear me, but just consider rereading some of this in a week and try to get off while you're coming off as a jerk. As such a jerk. Coming off as a jerk. God damn it, I can't fucking words right now. Don't y'all see your behavior is weird as hell? This just in, being disabled is weird as hell. This just in, asking for simple accommodations on a fucking shit-ass tweet is weird as hell. No, to be perfectly blunt, disability accommodations are a bare minimum requirement of entertainment professionals. Blowing up at someone for asking for alt text is next level ableism. You can think I'm an internet mob person or whatever. This next tweet is where I entered the fucking chat, okay? Because I saw this next tweet and could not believe what I just fucking saw. It said... And I reported it. Of course, nothing happened to it. Nope. Next level ableism is when I push people out of their wheelchairs for trying to come laugh at my shows. Cracks knuckles. Cool.
That's where the bar is.
Cool. So, this is who we're fucking dealing with. Major flop Tina. This is real blue check behavior from a dude who thinks the clitoris is a myth. Your mother would be ashamed, William. Have fun performing for a sea of empty seats, you ableist sack of nuts. And I used to think that maybe his mom would be ashamed, but then I read where he was from, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump down the fucking road from me, and your mom probably fucking sucks too. So I did some digging. I said, where is this motherfucker performing at next? And I saw that he was performing at a club called the Savage Henry Comedy Club on November 3rd and 4th. Those shows are already over. I'm sure they went swimmingly. And I was going to literally contact them and be like, hey, come get your fucking boy. Okay? He is showcasing his entire digestive tract on Maine. And it ain't cute. And the comedy club was closed. It wasn't going to open for like 4 more hours. So I'm like, I'm not going to fucking call them. Let me just go on the website, scroll down, try to find a contact page or something, send them a fucking message or whatever, right? I get to their website. This is the comedy club in Eureka, California that he performed at yesterday and the day before. I scroll to the bottom of their page. We've got home, our regular performers, 2023 Comedy Festival, merch, Savage Henry Magazine, about, Short Bus Magazine, I find it so incredibly fucking pathetic that these people can't rub their 2 brain cells together and come up with anything actually funny. So they resort to bigotry and ableism. In 2023? Yes. Still. So I said, these motherfuckers deserve each other. They can get fucked too. Fuck this guy, dude. He's disgusting. He's absolutely disgusting. Twitter mob mad. No one uses the word mob or mob mentality or cancel culture more than a fucking conservative ass bigot bitch from Crossville, Tennessee, Billy. Yeehaw, motherfucker. You were born in the heart of Trump country. What more do we fucking expect? My finger's getting tired scrolling up to the top of your page because all of these replies were from literally 2 calendar days. You are 42 flavors of pathetic, sir. Period. And I fucking looked you up on incognito tab because I'm ashamed of you. I don't want you tainting my fucking search history. Didn't find anything spectacular. Definitely nothing to write home about. Your latest comedy special called Testify is on YouTube right now. What in the evangelical bullshit are you peddling, bro? Throwing people out of wheelchairs? That's super fucking manly of you, dude. Super fucking manly. This is his website. PJ said he has serial killer eyes. And I don't disagree. I don't disagree. He's definitely dead inside. I'll tell you that for damn. What a twat muffin. A stale, expired twat muffin that got dropped off the plate and has been rolling around on the floor, collecting dust. I don't know how old he is. It's not on his Wikipedia page, but this is his hot mess of a Wikipedia page, all of 3 sentences. But this is interesting. This article has multiple issues. It may rely excessively on sources too closely associated with the subject, potentially preventing the article from being verifiable and neutral. I think that's wiki speak for motherfucker wrote his own Wikipedia page. Womp womp. Okay, these are the people that he's fucking worked with in the past. You are the company you keep. I don't know 2 of the names, but I can venture some fucking guesses. I don't know Colin Quinn. I don't know Mitch Hedberg. Oh, that fucking guy.
Mitch Hedberg died in like the early 2000s.
When did Mitch Hedberg die?
Or like in the late 90s.
He died in 2005.
2005.
How old is Billy Wayne Davis?
Why is he citing that he worked with someone 7 years before his first comedy?
You know, a lot of serial killers go by all 3 names. He was on Late Night with Conan. He was in the second Borat film. All this is on your website, but I can't read any of it, Billiard. None of this is on here. Your website sucks, bro. Did you pay somebody for that too? I don't fucking care. I'm losing interest. But anyway, he's worked with Lisa Lampanelli, who has since bowed out of comedy and is now, she like broke the cycle. Like, I was watching this video about how conservative comedy is objectively not funny because they rely on the punchline to be the crowd's reaction to them saying a shitty thing. Because their comedy is weaponized. It's reactionary. They try to come out with like right-wing pundit equivalents of late night TV hosts, and they can't hack it because they're just so bitter and resentful and angry that black, brown, and queer people exist. Like, that's their whole shtick. That's their whole shtick. And the person was talking about... Mister just made me touch the BRB button. Mister, you're fired. Go. Please. Mommy's busy and you're dumb for being back there. You're too smart for these things. Okay, anyway. He was talking about Lisa Lampanelli and how, I remember her briefly, but like she has since bowed out of the comedy thing and has broken the cycle and is, you know, taken a more progressive route or whatever.
She basically, like, you know what Amy Schumer's stick is?
What?
Like her shtick?
Yeah.
That's what Lisa Lampanelli
Yeah, exactly. She was crass and just blah. But the big one here, like Whiskey has already mentioned, is Louis C.K. Who, full disclosure, before his actions were ousted in, I think it was 2016 or 2017. I was a big fan of Louis C.K. And it hit me really hard to find out that he was a piece of fucking shit. And then it's like, you think back to his stuff and you're like, wow, he really wasn't joking about that. Like, wow, those aren't jokes. Like, and then it makes me feel like an idiot forever enjoying his work. You know, we talk about this sometimes, just learning that people that we enjoy as entertainers are trash humans. And it's always just like a wave of damn and a wave of denial. That can't be true. And then a wave of anger, like, what the fuck is wrong with them? And then, why did I like that person? Whiskey, I saw him live in the 2010s. I was gutted, but looking back, it was all there. It was all there. All of it. All of it. So, this dude is just... plainer than tap water, you know, and just dedicated to showing his entrails on the fucking internet. Of course, the full zoom. Do we not remember the John Rich stream? Do we not remember the Travis Tritt segment? God, I really wish that one was on VOD. That was such a fun stream. This motherfucker looks like every single shit that he takes is a fucking emergency. And he wipes twice maximum. And he doesn't look. And then he doesn't wash his hands, of course. He only flushes sometimes. Then he wonders why he's got dingleberries falling out of his little pant legs. He's a two-wipe Tommy. He's a two-wipe Tommy. A bi-wipe Billy. B-I. Bi. Two. Yeah, listen. I don't... I'm only saying this because Last year when I tweeted about my shitty psychiatrist, I referred to him as bald, and I got some flack for that, and I had to clarify, that was for you, Billiam, that being bald had nothing to do with his shitty personhood. You know, it was just a petty jab into the void. But you know what? This motherfucker spent 2 calendar days broadcasting his colonoscopy live on Twitter. So I'm gonna get a little petty. Drop the top, dude! 5 little bzz, bzz, bzz. I know your head is probably small. It won't take very long. Drop the top. Because you look like a baby vulture, okay? You and Mike Johnson could be distant cousins. Because he also looks like a baby vulture. Now, he looks like a human, old, angry one. You just look like a baby one. And, I don't want this cursed image to burn into my monitor. So I'm going to continue with my day. Real blue check behavior from somebody who can afford to buy shitty design that you probably fucking made yourself. It's not the only way you can make money, because you're plenty good at rage farming, buddy. Just give Melon Mustard a $10 bill per month, and all of your little money raging dreams can come true. I saw another tweet. It was buried in this fucking replies talking about, oh, actually, the person who designed this has depression, and you are totally making fun of someone with depression. And that's really awful of you. You literally were talking about throwing people out of their wheelchairs at your shows. But sure. People who are actually interested in your content for some fucking reason, asking for basic accommodations to read your shit-ass fucking sign, that's being self-righteous. I formally invite you to go fuck yourself, sir. And I've been waiting to address this on stream. Did I never turn the captions back on? Listen, I'm so sorry. After the first BRB, I never turned the captions back on. I apologize profusely. They're back on now. But I'll do better about that in the future. Obviously, on YouTube, all my VODs have captions. They're auto captions, and it takes them a little while to upload after the video's uploaded, but got that fixed. But yeah. The only reason why I had your ass unblocked was to fucking drag you real quick, and that's all I've got in me tonight, and frankly, way more than you deserve. Bye, bitch. Anyway. Oh.
Balls.
Balls.
Let me ask you a very fair question. What do you do successfully? Quickly.
Thank you. If I don't do that once per stream, then did I even stream? You know? Oh. It's tradition at this point. It's happened 3 times, so now it has to happen at least once per stream. One of y'all has to redeem that sound. And I think fairly consistently it's been Nugget. Solid. Solid. Holy shit, y'all. That's kind of all I had planned for the evening for this tonight. Not on tonight. I'm glad that we have books to cover in rotation because it keeps these conversations like fresh in my mind, and to read a book and to go about your life is one thing, but like to have conversations about similar things again and again and extrapolating on things and making connections is just has been so wonderful for me and so helpful and cathartic and healing on my own shitfuck journey that I've been on, decoding 30 years of shit, you know? And I love our little community that we have here. I love that I'm able to exist as myself and have y'all exist as yourselves, and you feel comfortable sharing things here that it's an honor to be a part of, and it's an honor to hear where y'all come from, hear your perspectives, hear your stories, hear your experiences, because those are all valid, and I need y'all to know that. I never want to say for sure what I'm going to stream 3 days from now, because, you know, spoons being a thing. Thank you, Mahiro. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad. It does feel comfortable. It's like that extra, just like linking arms, like linking elbows. It just feels like I'm bolstered. It feels like I'm empowered. It feels like I'm beefed up. I'm going to pump you up and able to like deal with this shit. So yes, a hand, exactly. It's very nice and I'm very appreciative. So yeah, that's going to do it for this evening, y'all. I'm going to get off of here and not play Fortnite because the new season is the OG season, and it is, I think I would rather eat a plain piece of notebook paper, not seasoned with ink, than to play solo. Even though I did play last night and I won a victory royale. It's just unranked, mind you. Actually, never mind. I think I'm going to play. I have to find a source of dopamine in order to get me to play. It was just the coolest season ever, and then they took it back to the original season, which I didn't play, so I don't have any real attachment to it. It's been like my activity to do in the evening to wind down, but I might get off here and do that. Yeah. But at any rate, lurkers, listeners, now and later, I hope you have a beautiful time zone wherever thou may art. And I will see y'all on, what is today? Saturday? I'll see y'all on Wednesday then. Same-ish time, same-ish channel. I love y'all a lot. Thank you for being here. Bye!
Beep boop boop bop. Beep boop boop beep bop. Bop beep boop boop beep bop. Beep boop boop beep boop bop.
Balls.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
The glizzy clobbler.
Touch my spaghetti.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
The giant horse conch weighs over 11 pounds.
beep.